Guys, there's lots of things I wish I knew before starting to trade with FTMO and trading with prop firms in general. I've traded with 3 different prop firms now, and there's lots of things that I wish I knew before I started. So hopefully this video can help you guys if you're thinking about trading with prop firms. Number one thing I wish I knew, guys, was the time frame it's going to take to get the funded accounts, because you see on YouTube all these other people talking about passing my FTMO challenge in one trade or getting funded within a week, and all that is marketing. It's not realistic to consistently do. And people are approaching prop firms wrong, because when they're on their challenge, like I am, I'm still on my challenge for 2 months. Coming up to 2 months on my FTMO challenge. I've documented it all on my channel live, every week. Nothing hidden, no wins, losses, everything. And because people are making out that it's so easy and that they can pass it within a week, people are, if they take 2, 3, 4 weeks or they're in drawdown, that they're thinking, I'm a bad trader, or why am I not as good as them, or this doesn't work. If I aim for 2-3% per month, in a few months I should be able to get the 10% and pass phase 1, and then it's 5% for phase 2, and do the same thing. I'm not thinking about hitting one home run. I'm not thinking about passing within a week or a day. You could have a sequence of wins, 3-4 trades in a row, and you do pass it relatively quick. But there's nothing wrong with taking a bit longer, because that's the reality. You can't predict when the wins and losses are going to occur. You can only control executing your trade. You can't control the outcome of those trades. You can't control the sequence of probability. You can't control when you have a sequence of winners or when you have a sequence of losses, which leads to drawdown. All you can do is control the process of executing your plan. If you tested it and you know you have data, that's all you can do. So forget about the time frame, execute your plan as best you can, and don't get blindsided by all these other people that are pretending or acting as if they're passing these funded accounts within one trade or 1 week. All they are doing is buying, probably from the course profits, they're buying 10 FTMO challenges or 10 different funded challenges, failing 9 of them, because they're going high risk. They lose it within 1 or 2 trades, or get it within 1 or 2 trades. And most likely they lose it in 1, 2, 3 trades. But they'll have the one sequence of winners which passes it for them in a day, because they're going such high risk. Per trade, they could be risking 3-4%. So in two losses or 3 losses, you failed the challenge. But they'll get a sequence of winners, 2-3 winners, which passes it for them. They can make the content for YouTube. Everyone clicks on it, buys their course because they look like a perfect trader. They don't show any of the losses, and it's not reality. So people need to wake up and realize that this isn't what trading is. It's a slow, progressive equity curve that over time you make returns. So need to think of the time frame, and I wish I knew that before starting, because otherwise people can go in with the wrong mindset and then they take unnecessary risk. Also, guys, all I ask is if you do get value from this video, make sure you like, comment, and make sure you subscribe, because I want this channel to grow and get out to more people and show the real, true sides of trading. There's so much BS out there. There's so much rubbish that's on YouTube that are fooling people. So I want to show the real side, a normal guy trying to get funding and progress. So yeah, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, and I appreciate it. Let's get back to the video. Number 2, massively important, is you have to stick with your strategy. The strategy that you have, that you back tested, if you haven't back tested, you need to back test it. You need to make sure that when you're back testing, you've got the data, you know your strike rate, you know your average risk reward, and you know exactly the data for your strategy, because that will give you confidence to execute it. And then once you've got that, you have to stick with your strategy despite having drawdown. Like I said, in the series that I've been documenting on YouTube, you can again check out the videos on my channel. I've took sequence of losses that I've shown to everybody. Again, I'm one of the only people that is actually doing that, showing the losses, showing a real honest journey. But as much as in your mind you might want to change things, you think, should I change strategy? The only way you're going to allow your edge to play out is by sticking to the strategy that you're confident with and that you have the data on. So, and I've done it too. I've changed strategies midway through challenges early on, not on the current challenge that I'm on, but early on I've changed different things. And the problem is when you change your strategy and you're looking at other strategies, other things to trade, you're missing out. When you're looking at other systems, other styles, you're missing out on the winners that can occur. So if you took a few losses on your first strategy and then you change, you're missing out on all those potential winners, because you're maybe changing to a lower time frame, or you're changing to a different currency pair. So it's so important not to have shiny ball syndrome. Every strategy will go through drawdown. Every strategy loses, despite what everyone's talking about on here, despite what everybody's saying, and despite what these mentors are promoting. I'm telling you, every strategy goes through drawdown. So it's important not to get disheartened if you take a couple of losses. Losses are normal. The thing you need to remember is losing isn't bad and winning isn't always good. A good trade is a trade that was part of your system and plan despite the outcome. So it could be a losing trade, but if it was an A+ setup that you took, it was perfect trade. Just because it loses doesn't make it bad. So if people comment or people say, "What, you lost today? Why did you lose?" You can sit there and go, did it tick every single box that my system is, and is there anything I need to change? And if you don't, then that was a good trade. In addition, if you take a winning trade but it wasn't part of your plan, that's a bad trade. You have to understand that's a bad trade, because if you keep doing that, you might have got lucky today. You might have made an X amount of percent or however many hundreds or $1,000, whatever that may be. Just because you've done that doesn't make it a good trade, because if you continue to do that long term, that was just luck. That was 20% chance of happening. If you carry on doing that 80% now, you're going to lose. So it's so important to understand the difference between a good trade and a bad trade. And with these prop firm challenges, it's not to get disheartened when you're losing or when you're in drawdown. Everyone's expecting to get it within a week or within a day. Risk manage, stick to your plan, don't change things, and allow the process to play out. If you fail the challenge and you lose, then maybe look to change, but don't be so quick to change just because you took a sequence of losses. It's not realistic. An obvious one is make sure you read the terms and conditions of the prop firm. Prop firms are completely different to your own personal capital. I mean, you can trade your own personal capital with your own rules, but when you're with a prop firm, you have to make sure that you're following the rules to a T. The max drawdown limit, the daily loss limit. Some prop firms, I think you can't trade through news, or you can't. So make sure you read that fully. That's obviously what I wish I knew before. But although it sounds stupid, I did check all the rules except one, which was I bought an unlimited time limit on an account funding pips. I didn't realize if you didn't trade it for a certain period of time, they took the account off you. So I thought, okay, I've got unlimited time. I was focused on another 50k True Forex Funds account before they went bust, and my funding pips one went because I lost. I just didn't take any trades for a while because I was focusing on the other one. So again, it's a silly mistake, my mistake. Hold my hands up. That won't happen again. But yeah, just make sure with prop firms, some people think of the basic rules like daily loss limit or max drawdown or profit type, whatever the rules are, but they're not looking at sort of some of the intricate details, and so you have to be careful of that. The last thing I wish I knew, guys, and this is quite, again, self-explanatory, but you have to be careful with prop firms. You don't know how long they're going to be around. I had a True Forex Fund 50k account I was in the process of doing. You'll see again on the channel, I documented that. And obviously like the funding pips one. The funding pips, as you would have mentioned, as you would have heard, that was my fault. I didn't read the terms and conditions. I lost it due to inactivity. But the True Forex funds, they went bust. So you have to be very careful with prop firms, not to rely on them too heavily. I believe, and I think prop firms are a fantastic way to acquire capital if you don't have access to capital, and to try and get an account with the company. But you have to do your due diligence. Make sure, I'm with FTMO. They're one of the most credible. Have been around the longest, but it doesn't mean they're going to last forever. So knowing that I lost a couple of accounts, one account with True Forex funds because they went bust, you have to be aware that not to rely on them. Make a buffer, have your own personal account as well. But also, they can be a fantastic way to acquire capital. So if you guys got value from this video, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Check out the other videos if you're interested in trading. I've got the whole series on my channel of me doing my FTMO challenge, which I'm in the process of doing, and just the other series I've got on there. And show it to people that want to see a true, real trader that's not trying to flash or fake or sell anything. I'm documenting my weeks, trying to pass funding, and hopefully build a community of people that are interested in the same thing. So if you guys get value, make sure you like, comment, subscribe. Check out my Instagram down below, and I'll see you in the next video.